Quiet, please. I always knew my boss, Mr. Valentino, was destined for the history books. We were chasing the impossible. Telepathy. I remember the day we succeeded. He was in one room, a colleague in another. He put in the earpiece and recited every word on the note cards he couldn't see. We had done it. We cried with joy. That night, over pizza, Mr. Valentino gave a speech. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said, his voice shaking with passion, "today we have taken the first step of uniting humankind. Where words have failed, our thoughts will be the unifier. We have just crafted the key." Our technology, the cerebrum, was a miracle. With a central machine in our earpiece, anyone within a mile could share thoughts. Efficiency skyrocketed. Park rangers found a missing child in an hour. We were changing the world for the better. Then the government came to us. They wanted to transmit thoughts without the earpiece. An emergency broadcast directly to the brain. Some of us were horrified by the lack of consent. Mr. Valentino, however, saw only more connection. I had my reservations, but I stayed. Not all of us did. The test of the new cerebrum was different. Shareholders in suits watched as Mr. Valentino put on the helmet. I felt his thought in my mind. That's one small step for man. There was applause and handshakes, but no pizza. The idealism felt distant. Soon, anyone with a big enough paycheck could use our services. Why buy a billboard when you can beam a jingle into someone's head? The mental noise was constant. People started wearing tinfoil on their heads to block it out. It didn't help. Then came the reports. The dead were rising, not as monsters from horror films, but as shambling, silent masses. They ignored the living, their tattered bodies moving with a singular, unnerving purpose. The hordes moved across the country, and we soon understood their purpose. They sought out our facilities. They tore through steel doors and reinforced walls to reach the heart of each building, where they ripped the cerebrums apart. I stayed home when the horde approached our town. I could hear Mr. Valentino's thoughts from the main facility, hooked into the last cerebrum. His words of comfort turned to pleas for mercy, then to manic, terrified screams, and then silence. The silence hung for a moment. Then a new voice entered my mind. It was a gurgle, a rasp thick with disuse, bubbling up from 1,000 decayed throats. It did not say much, but it said enough. "Quiet, please." The only voice I have heard since is my own.